If you apply to any school in Italy and you got the admission, please, I just want you to know that you need to do the enrollment. And the good thing is, enrollment has begun. Just go to University Italy. That is the name of the portal or the website. Go there and do your pre-enrollment. Please don't forget this. The reason I'm saying this is because recently I was talking to someone who got admission in one of the schools in Italy, and the person forgot that there's enrollment involved. I was like, okay, hey, have you done your enrollment? The person was like, what is enrollment? What am I going to use it for? What is it all about? I'm like, what do you mean? You applied to a school, got the admission luckily, and you don't know what is enrollment. Come on. And I know there's a bunch of people out there who doesn't have this information as well. So I don't blame the person though, information is power. Power is priceless. So please, if you don't know, you need to do enrollment. You also need to be aware of the legalization, the DOV as well, the semi. I don't know how to pronounce it very well, but just be aware of this. I'm just saying. Now, one of the benefits of pre-enrollment is once you do your pre-enrollment, remember you need to send an email to the Italian embassy for you to book appointment for legalization. All right. So possibly I will leave the email of the embassy. I don't. It depends as well from where your education document is coming from. For example, if your educational document is coming from Cameroon, you need to sort that out. If it's coming from Nigeria, definitely the Italian embassy in Nigeria are the ones you're going to send that email to do the legalization, because it has to be done from the country where the education document is coming from. So you just need to be aware of this as well. And one thing about this pre-enrollment is once you get admission, do the pre-enrollment. And if you're sending an email to the embassy to book a date, you need to also send your pre-enrollment stuff as well. Then they will give you a date. And the thing is, the legalization will be free. The legalization will be free. So as you're doing your legalization, you're doing your DOV as well, your declaration of value. Some schools, kind of like substitute the DOV for CMI or what they call it. Why some still require you to do the DOV. Just need to double check from your school. You need to check from your school, know which one you're doing, the DOV or the CMI, all right? And also pay attention as well, the visa application. For me, I was on a call with somebody and I said, hey, at least for Italy, not even Italy, all these European countries, because of laws are changing, policies changing all here and there, make sure that your visa application is already out there around June. All right. So make sure that at least your visa application should be out there June latest. Because you know why? You need to give them time. Come on, you need to give them like more than 60 days right now to evaluate a document. There is someone that posted about waiting for visa for almost 3 months before it came out. Imagine how long it took. More than 80 days as well. At least give them minimum of 80 days if you ask me. Personally, my own visa took more than 60 days, a month and 2 weeks. That should be even looking at 60 days plus, or plus extra 10 days, or will I say extra 12 days more. So you need to give them extra time to evaluate a document and all of that. And again, most importantly, pay attention to proof of funds. Whether it's going to be in your account, in your name, if it's a sponsor, pay attention to this. All right. Of course, you guys know about Italy, how Italy do things, how strict they are, how they look at your POF, the origin, the source of funds, and everything. So you need to pay attention to all this. If you are using a sponsor, where the sponsor is living or what the sponsor is doing, the verification of the account all matters as well. For example, I've said it before, if the sponsor is in Europe, even better, because the Italian embassy will just give one phone call away to your sponsor's bank, and they will verify the authenticity, the eligibility of the account of the sponsor, if he or she has the capability to even sponsor you as well. If you are, for example, if your parents are the ones sponsoring you, even better, because do you know why? Your parents technically your parents won't abandon you, right? Because they are your family. They are there to cater for you, So and all of that. So you just need to know what you're doing. If you are using self-sponsored, please pay attention to these things. For the proof of fund for this year, for the 2026/27 academic year, is close to 11K or 12K or even 10K euros. So it's not that much, but something that is doable. Just need to strategically plan yourself to avoid error, to avoid one slight thing disorganizing the whole thing for you. Please pay attention to that. And above all, the process for Italy is pretty straightforward. I've gone through the process with someone. We looked at every dots, trying to cross every lines, making sure that everything is all doable. And from my own perspective, based on how I've seen the process and everything, it's something that is doable. It's not something that is complicated. As long as you have good information, you go out there, research, l- possibly watch videos, people who have moved there, how they did it, possibly ask questions online, definitely you know what you're doing, or possibly reach out to someone who knows how the process works, and they will explain in depth on how these things works. And apart from that, nothing else. And one thing again, somebody was able to reach out to me and ask question like, okay, have now applied to schools in Italy. Do you think it's wise? Do you think it's something that is good to start application now, even though there are schools currently accepting application now? The only answer I gave to that person was like, well, if you ask me, possibility of meeting up for this year, I can't really tell because, I can't really say, okay, right now we have the pre-enrollment out right now, and you're just about beginning your own visa application. Remember, you still need to do pre-enrollment, you need to still prepare for your document, you need to still look into legalization if you haven't, you still need to also look at DOV if you haven't as well, also look at booking an appointment with Italian embassy, the period is going to take, visa application submission as well, duration of waiting for visa decision as well. Look, try to do the whole plus and minus. We are already on the fifth month of the year, so we just have like how many months left, looking at putting all these things in considerations, how long it's going to take. Do you think you're going to meet up this year? It's just something you just need to decide on your own. I can't say anything for you. you know I keep telling people always, if you are looking at this travel of a thing, please at least give it 1 year ahead. For example, let's say if you're looking at Italy, you should have at least began your journey all the way from last year or early this year, January, so that by now you would have known where you have gotten at. But if you're just starting the journey right now, I can't really say. But what I would just tell you is, regardless, don't give up. Still go in for it and see how it goes. Because do you know why? If you don't do, you don't know. It's only when you go in, that's when you will know. It's only when you do something, you will know how it will result. Just be aware, two things is involved: time and money. But if you're willing to do it, fine and good, all right. I just hope everything just works out for you. So that's it for this video. I just want to clarify on this because a lot of people have reached out regarding this. So if you need help with these processes, admissions, document submissions and everything regarding visa support and everything, reach out to us. The email is below the description, and the team, personally I or even one of my own people, can as well help and support you. Below the description as well, there's a link to join the community, ask questions. A bunch of people are there willing to support and help you. And to book one-on-one call with us is possible. On the description, there's a link as well for it. And other than that, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Subscribe to the channel, support the movement, and we're ready to support and help you. If you need any of our immigration services, we are always there to support as well. So, guys, peace as always, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace, guys. Ciao.